What's good, everybody? It's your boy Will. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys the Devin overpowered sharpshooter build in NBA 2K23. Now this sharp build is going to allow us to do a little bit of everything, as well as get all of the dribble moves in the game with a 92 3-pointer. You're still going to be able to dunk, and you're still going to be able to play a lot of defense. You're going to be able to get into the tier 3 of defensive badges. This is definitely going to be one of the best sharp builds all year, and you can even play point guard on this build, and it is 6'6". Before we get into it, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be putting out fire videos all year long. For position, we're going to want to pick shooting guard. Now for height, like I said, we're going with 6'6". There are some people that are making 6'7" or 6'8" sharps, but this height right here, I feel like is going to be able to just do everything, and it's going to be the most balanced. So if you just want more finishing and you want to be a bigger body, you can go taller, but again, I think 6'6" is going to be the most balanced height for doing everything that a sharp needs to do. Now for weight, I went with 203 pounds, and wingspan, I went with 6'10". The reason I went with 6'10" is because that's going to give us a 92 3-pointer, which we definitely want on a sharp. The body shape is completely up to you guys. For the attributes, real quick, I'm going to break everything I set down for you guys. And afterwards, I'm going to tell you a couple different things that we could change depending on your play style and what game modes you like to play. First, we're going to get into finishing. It's going to have a 52 close shot. That's directly from the shooting stats. It has to be boosted up. We're going to have a 72 driving layup. That's because of the ball handle. We can't lower that anymore. And we're going to have a 78 driving dunk. Now a 78 driving dunk is going to give us front clutches, which is still a very good dunk package in this game. It's not as good as quick drops, which you get at 80, but it's going to be good enough to finish at the rim consistently. We're going to be able to dunk when we're open and when we need to. We're going to be able to cut to the basket and finish. This build's going to get a 78 mid-range. You can't put your mid-range up that high in this game without losing a lot of other stats, and we're mainly going to be hunting for threes, so a 78 mid-range is still good enough to be able to shoot consistently. We're gonna have a 92 3-pointer. You're definitely gonna want this. It's gonna give you goal limitless range. You absolutely need that on a sharp. Obviously, we want to be able to space the floor even deeper than usual. For a free throw, I went with a 73. Now, if you wanted to use this build as a point guard, you absolutely could. It would mainly be the best in park, so you could just lower your free throw as low as you can. It's up to you. This is gonna be a pure sharpshooter build. It can do a little bit of everything, but it's mainly a sharp. So we're only going to have a 73 pass accuracy. You guys can lower other stats and boost this up more. You probably have to lower your driving dunk. I wouldn't really touch defense or shooting too much. But a 73 pass accuracy is plenty in this game. You're still going to be able to throw solid passes. Now for ball handle, this is what's really crazy. You're going to be 6'6", so you're very tall, and you're going to get every single dribble style in the game. All of the season reward dribble styles like Trae Young, Escape, all of those moves are going to be coming out in the next month or two, and you're going to have a 92 ball handle to equip all of them. So you're going to be able to do all the dribble moves on a tall 6'6" player. And speed with ball, I went with an 86. Now this might look a little bit slow, but this only goes up to about an 88 if you were to max it out. And to be honest, along with the 86 acceleration, you're going to be fast enough with the ball in your hand, especially when you have 92 ball control, that I don't think it'll be a problem at all. You're going to be fine. You have to bump your interior up just one, but you're going to have an 86 perimeter defense, and that's going to give you silver clamps. Also going to have a 78 steal, which gives you silver interceptor. Now, both of these stats are great for playing defense. You're going to be able to lock people up very easily, and they're definitely good enough to guard pretty much anybody on the game. The defensive rebound goes to a 41. That is just from the other stats. You have to boost this up. Now for the physicals, you're going to have an 82 speed, an 86 acceleration, 36 strength. You can't lower that anymore. You got to have a 58 vertical as well. That's going to allow you to get the front clutches. And then we're going to have a 93 stamina, which is plenty to get away with dribbling, especially when you have Gatorade boosts and more stamina to work with. Now a couple changes you guys can make. Personally, I feel like 82 speed is already very fast in this game. In this game, you can get away with having like 70 speed and still be very fast. That's just the way speed is on 2K these days. So you can lower your speed to even an 80 if you wanted to, and you're still going to be fast enough, because remember, you have that 86 perimeter defense, which is your lateral quickness. You're going to be able to move around the court very fast, especially when you're holding L2. So if you really wanted to make some changes to this build, you could lower the speed to an 80. And you could put those points into something like driving dunk. And once you get to that 79 driving dunk, you're going to be able to unlock limitless takeoff silver. So with limitless takeoff silver, you're going to be able to dunk even better. Now you could lower the speed further, You could lower something like ball handle down to an 88, but that's gonna make it so you can't get all the dribble packages. So I wouldn't really recommend doing that, but that's up to you. And I really wouldn't recommend changing the three-pointer at all. And obviously you can't change the mid-range. So really, you would have to lose some physicals. You could do speed with ball, you could lose some acceleration, you could put it into dunk, but I feel like a 78 driving dunk is plenty. You're still gonna be able to dunk when you're open. If you wanted to boost it up to a 79 or an 80 to get those quick drops, you could do that as well. But from what I've tested out, I feel like this is gonna be the most balanced 6'6" build that you can possibly make in this game. You have a little bit of everything. Like I said, you can do all the dribble moves, you can hit threes, you can play defense. I don't see it being a problem in any way. I really haven't seen a better Sharp build all around. Now for the takeovers on this build, you're going to be able to get shot creating, sharpshooting, playmaking, and defense. Personally myself, I would recommend you guys to go with either limitless range, primary and secondary, or I would go with limitless range, primary with a lock takeover secondary. This is going to help you play defense even further. It's going to allow you to lock up guards at an even better rate. For finishing, it really comes down to your play style. Again, I would recommend you guys to put on Fearless Finisher to help you out making contact layups. And I would core this one right here because it's going to save you 3 of those badge points. You could put on something like Aerial Wizard to help you make more lobs. If you do that, I would recommend putting on Pro Touch if you're someone that has layup timing on. You definitely want Giant Slayer Gold, and you could put on something like Acrobat to help you make layups while you're contested as well when you have to do Euros or one of the other moves. Other things you could put on is like Drop Stepper. You're not going to be able to get into the tier 3 because you only have 10 finishing badges. Now if you were someone that plays every single season throughout the year, you're going to get that extra badge point at level 39. Realistically, you could also put the 4 extra badges you get when you start your My Career and you do that first quest into finishing, and that would get you to 14. And then you could put another badge point from one of the season rewards, and you could be able to unlock Posterizer, Limitless Takeoff, or Slithery. That's really up to you. I feel like we're going to be able to finish perfectly fine without these badges, so that's why I would personally use those badge points for something else. Now for shooting, in the tier 3, you definitely want Gold Agent 3s. This is going to help you fade from the 3-point line and make moving threes way easier. You're going to want Gold Blinders, and you're going to want Gold Limitless Range. Now Blinders is going to help you stop contests from the side and from behind you when locks are jumping. Limitless Range is going to allow you to hit threes from a way deeper range. You definitely want that on a sharpshooter build, and you could also use this build as a point guard if you really wanted to. In the tier 2, we definitely want Gold Catch and Shoot if we're playing sharp. You want to be able to maximize your ability to shoot off the catch when your point guard's throwing you the ball. I would recommend you put on Hall of Fame Guard Up. It's going to make it hard to contest you. And then I would say put on Bronze Amped. This is going to help with fatigue. It's going to help you shoot while you're tired. Now some other really good options. Claymore is something you can put on, but a lot of times when you're on sharp, you're going to be dexing around trying to get open, so Claymore won't pop up. But if you're someone that stands stationary a lot, Claymore's another good option. You could also do something like Slippery Off Ball to help you run around and get off your defender. I don't really think you need this in this game. Another good badge is Green Machine, but again, this really relies on you making 3 greens straight, so I think there's better options. And you guys are also going to want to make sure that you core one of these gold badges in tier 3 to save badge points. I did it with Agent 3, but you could do it with either one of these too. Now for the playmaking, I would definitely go with Gold Clamp Breaker. This allows you to just run through your defender and push off of them while they're bumping into you. It also drains their stamina while you do this. So I would definitely recommend that. You're definitely going to want Silver Handles for days so you can dribble for longer without getting tired. There's a couple other good badges here. Killer Combos is good. Mismatch Expert is decent, but I feel like the points are better used elsewhere. Another crazy part about this build is you're going to get Hall of Fame Quick First Step. So your guys going to be able to go off the dribble extremely fast. You're going to have Gold Unpluckable. It's going to be harder to rip you. I went with Silver Hyperdrive. Now you guys could take off Needle Threader, but the way that I set up this build, you're only going to have a 73 pass accuracy. When you throw the ball through tight windows, this is going to boost your attributes on passing, so you're going to be able to throw it faster. This is going to help having a low attribute on passing. You're going to get a higher boost to that, so it's really not going to matter too much. That's why I left it to a 73. Now if you don't want Needle Threader, you can go ahead and take this off and you can put on Hall of Fame Hyperdrive, or you can put on any of these other badges, Ankle Breaker, it's up to you. And we're definitely going to want a core Clamp Breaker to save the most points we can. Now for the defensive badges, as you guys can see on the top, I have 3 badge points available still. I would recommend you to use your extra 4 badge points you get from that first quest in my career on defense. You can put either 3 of them on there or you can put all of them on there. That's up to you, but you need at least 3 to be able to get to clamps and to be able to get to interceptor. Now, once you unlock one of these, you're gonna wanna core it. It's either interceptor or clamps, that's really up to you. Core that badge, you're gonna save 6 badge points, and then you're gonna be able to put on the other one. So if you only got clamps, then you can put on interceptor, and then vice versa. If you got interceptor, you can put on clamps. So that's gonna allow you to get both of these. You're also gonna have gold pick dodger, so it's gonna be very hard to screen you. You're gonna have Hall of Fame workhorse. Now, I highly recommend this badge because anytime there's a loose ball, you're gonna be the first one to pick it up. And chances are, if you're playing Pro-Am on this build and you're playing Sharp, you're gonna be guarding up top. If you're playing PG on this build, same thing. You're probably gonna be guarding up top because you have defense. So you definitely want Hall of Fame workhorse. It's very broken on this game. You're gonna get a crazy speed boost to the ball. You guys test it out and let me know how you feel. And then we're gonna have 1 badge point left over. Now, if you put all 4 of your extra badge points you get from that quest, you're gonna have another one left over. I put on ankle braces. You don't really need that. You can put on something else that you see fit. So this has been the Devin Booker build in NBA 2K23. I feel like this is probably the most balanced sharpshooter build that I have seen. If you're someone that likes playing 5v5, you're gonna be able to do a little bit of everything. The main difference from the other taller builds is you're gonna have a lot of defense on this guy. You're still going to be able to get all the dribble moves. If you're someone that doesn't really want all the dribble moves, you probably can go with something better like a 6'8", but this gets all the dribble moves. You still have a 92 3-pointer. You pretty much have everything you could ever want on a Sharp. I really hope this video helped you guys out. As always, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate you so much for watching. You have a great day. It's been your boy Will. Peace.